I gotta admit, this month has been pretty slow for my YouTube channel. Then again, that might be the symptoms from watching fucking dog shit.
Wah! Wah! You like that? Huh? You like that? Wah! You just tune this out, don't you? Wah! Well, tune this out! Wah!
Okay, let's ignore all that. Let's get to the topic of today's video. So you might remember the Jack the Whack unboxing video that I did a while ago. Well, if you remember correctly, you might have remembered this part of the video. This isn't going to replace the Arthur I currently own, but instead I'm going to be utilizing it for a very special custom. What custom, you may ask? Well, you'll find out whenever I get to make it.
3 weeks later.
Well, here it is. Alright, let me explain a bit. So, pretty much one day I was looking on eBay, and while browsing eBay, I found this custom take Along Ashima for, whoa! That is a lot of money. So, how is it? Well, from what I can see,
I'm not impressed.
it's not bad or anything. I mean, I'll admit, they definitely put effort into it, but I feel like there's a lot to be desired from this custom. Not to mention, they didn't fix the fact that Ashima is smaller than Thomas, which I'm pretty sure is supposed to be the other way around, but, whatever, cause after this I thought, hey, maybe I could do this. But now the question came, which engine am I supposed to use? Obviously, I'm gonna need an engine that resembles Ashima pretty closely, and oh, it's on. So yeah, this Ashima custom utilizes a take-along Arthur model, like this one here. As you can see, this is the one I commonly use, and even though he has a pretty messed up face, he's still my main Arthur, and I obviously give some bits of him repaints, like his cylinders and all that. And obviously I utilize the face of this Ashima from a Adventures model, which, as you can see, I have right here. Don't really have any use for Adventures. I hate Adventures as a range. Well, I don't hate it, but I don't like it either. It was just a cheaper successor to take and play, and, well, it failed miserably, and one of her couplings fell. Let me pick that up. Where is it? Oh, there it is. As I was saying, though, I never really cared for Adventures, and I thought, since Ashima didn't really get a good diecast mod, I thought I'd make one myself, which, well, here we have. Before we fully look into the model, I might as well show some of the pictures of pretty much how I made it. I'm not going to make a full-blown tutorial of how to make this model, because I'm going to be honest, it was not very easy. I learned something while making this model. Never try to mix hot pink, because you're gonna have a conniption doing it, which, as you can see, is covering this table. But enough of that. Let's actually see the making of this model, or some photos of the making of it. To say the least, making this model wasn't very fun, especially with the color, which I was trying really hard to get a hot pink, and unfortunately, I just couldn't, no matter how hard I tried. This pink does fine, although if you can see from one photo, one coat looked like literally almost red, but that's also because of the god-awful yellow lighting in this place, which looks more piss yellow than Season 11, but hey. Still think this model turned out really nice. Another thing that ended up changing was the color of the running plate and wheels. Originally, I had used this dark blue, and let me just say it looks almost black. This doesn't even look like dark blue. Like, I got the black right here. They look pretty different, but like this almost looks black, so this ended up being just pretty much a waste, kind of, so fuck this thing. And I ended up getting a blue that's much brighter. It's not as dark as this one, which is kind of what I was going for, but honestly, I'd prefer something that looks more blue than something that looks more black when it's meant to be blue. Another thing I decided to do while making the model was cover up some of the ugly pink paint by using the blue. And then the decals on here were hand-drawn by me very carefully and turned into stickers, and I pretty much just pasted them on here. And I think they look fine. Especially these really small ones. That was the only thing I think I was relatively worried about when making this model, was the cab that Arthur has. So basically what I did was just glue a piece of index card over that, and I could pretty much just get it to work like that. Everything else pretty much works fine. Sadly, I wasn't able to put in every single detail of Ashima. Like, I wanted to do what the fuck are those things called again? Pistons, I think? Yeah, something like that. I really wanted to paint the detail from those in there, but I think as is, this Ashima is as good as I'm gonna make one. Like I said, I'm not gonna do a tutorial, but for those who want to make it, yeah, I will admit, be very careful when trying to paint hot pink. Make sure you buy hot pink. Don't try to mix it like me. Unless you know how to properly mix paint. I surely don't. And, yeah. The other struggle I think I would say I relatively had was with the face. Because it had this long-ass tab going into it, or at least the Adventures model. So, it's not like I was able to just screw it in like the take-along face. Here are some of the pieces I had to cut off from the back of the face, since this hook latches onto that. And to pretty much demonstrate, this thing is long, so the tab was also pretty long. So here's some of the pieces from that, which I got rid of. And then I glued the face on the smoke box, glued the little, was that headlamp in there? And it looks much better than I thought. This is my first take-along custom, by the way. And I think it looks actually just really good, and I wasn't even intending on it. Either way, I'm really happy with how this one turned out. And honestly, if you ask me what my favorite part about this whole custom was, well, I don't know. I mean, obviously I had fun with stuff like the decals and fixing the blue and all that. But if you ask me what my actual favorite part was, getting this fucking thing. I was originally gonna end the video here, but I think I want to fool around for a couple more minutes. One thing I do want to note is that the white trim on the wheels were also a pain. Well, when they had the original color, so not this one, the really dark blue. But originally it was really hard because the white kept mixing with the blue, so it looked really bad. Which thankfully isn't really a problem anymore, but it's something to note. Oh yeah, the other thing is, here's a scale comparison on how they probably should look like, Oroshima should look like next to Thomas, and yeah, I think this looks pretty good. Like I said, though, I might make some other customs in the future, depends on what models I have and what colors I use, but hey, I still like this one. Anyways, so, let's get back to the actual video, or the conclusion. That's going to conclude it for this video. I hope you guys like this custom, which, by the way, I will show off before I wrap things up completely here. But, yeah, that's going to probably do it for this video. Just thought I'd make a video talking about my, this custom I made, and like I said, this is my first one, so I'm hoping you guys like it, and honestly, I kind of want to make more after this, since this was just really fun, and I'm very pleased with this final result, so, hey, thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next one.